Hi, I'm Alicia. I give tarot readings, oracle readings, and guided channel messages using my intuition. If you're seeing this, there's probably a message for you. My stomach is growling. I was picking up on the heart chakra and the solar plexus. I feel like there's an opening. I just got the chills. There's an opening that has been happening within you. I want to know more about this opening. What messages do we have for this collective, Spirit? Threes and eights could be significant, and fives. These blinds kind of remind me of like an in-between that we're currently in right now. I feel like you're like, oh, that was too many. I'm gonna just pick one. I feel like we've been in this middle energy. I have the chills. I feel like we've been in this middle energy, and by middle energy I mean we have light on one side and we have dark on one side. I feel like with this light and this dark, you've been balancing out both sides of it. And the card that you got was resolve the conflict, pay deeper attention to differing opinions. With this in between, I just gotta say, I feel like you're a person that lives in the in between. Like your energy lives in the in between. I feel like you take a lot of light and dark and you apply it into your life. I'm also picking up with this light and dark energy and your in between middle ground energy. A part of this has to do with your purpose, your passion, and your calling. This is the first card you got. Resolve the conflict, pay deeper attention to differing opinions. Beautiful. This is like, this has so much depth to it. You have so much depth to yourself. And then the other card we got was follow your calling, attend to your life's purpose. I feel like you've stepped into a heart space of really differentiating between the light and the dark. And I feel like with you bringing this into the world, you are following your intuition within you that also has to do with your passion. I'm just gonna read these quick. All right, let's do resolve the conflict first. I basically flipped right to it. Disagreement is a normal thing that happens in any relationship. After all, we cannot expect everyone to agree on everything all the time. When conflict happens, most people react to it by perceiving the situation as unfair, assuming the other is ill-intentioned. But a more productive approach is to take it as an opportunity to improve yourself and increase your understanding of the other person. Unresolved issues are most often the cause of conflict. You may be carrying a grudge from a comment or an experience that bothered you. Bring it out in the open. By paying attention to their concern, you can resolve what has been the cause of the conflict. If there is some truth in what is being said, don't try to defend yourself. Instead, be compassionate and willing to learn from it. A good way to soften the exchange is to let them know you appreciate that you are trying to help. This makes it easier for the other person to stop arguing and start listening. By handling the conflict in a respectful and positive way, you can turn it into an opportunity to strengthen your bond and build a more permanent trust. The journey of the soul becomes much more joyful as you approach conflicts with love and honesty. And your mantra is, I am determined to resolve conflicts before they breed resentment. I feel like there has been this resentment. I have the chills. I feel like there has been this resentment that has been kind of boiling up, maybe in a dynamic you've had with someone, or maybe even with yourself. Something that I'm also picking up on with the whole light and dark thing. If there's something that you are seeing in somebody else's life that has to do with your intuition and you speaking on your intuition, I gotta say, when you speak through your intuition, that is something that comes from the heart. And I feel like there is emotions that play into your intuition, but I feel like you maintain a balance within yourself to really look inside yourself and your emotions. You look inside yourself and your emotions first before bringing it up. And when we do that sometimes, I think not everyone will I'm hearing accountability. Not everybody will take accountability as to what you have to say, and sometimes I think it can be hurtful, and I feel like there's this resentment that you have been building up with inside of yourself when having these situations, interactions, and this is like a really strong energy. I feel like you have learned to be in the in-between of the light and the dark. I feel like you bring the dark out of people, but at the end of the tunnel, there's always light with the dark. You get what I mean? So, and I feel like you've been really differentiating that in your life between your light and your dark. And taking account that with the dark, there is light that comes out of it. And that's a part of your gift that you have, is bringing out the dark, but with the dark, there's always light. Always. There always is. With the light, there's always dark. With the dark, there's always light. And I feel like some of the dark things that you have been feeling is maybe resentment. Maybe resentment within yourself and what you have to offer, your gifts. This is why it's reminding me of your passion. Follow your calling. This follow your calling card. But I feel like I feel like you saw ahead of time that there was resentment from others, And with that resentment, it almost made you want to turn to resentment as well. And I'm seeing like a horse's hoof like in the dirt. Like I feel like you really stopped yourself and really thought and felt your emotions of feeling resentment from an external perspective. And I feel like in a way maybe you internalized it a little bit, but with this hoof in the dirt, I feel like you really stopped yourself to really look within. You've really stopped to look within yourself and to see what resentment you are hanging on to. I'm gonna read this card now. Attend to your life's purpose. Follow your calling. Everything that exists in this world has a purpose. From a tiny insect to a huge mountain range, we have all been designed and created for particular tasks. Our purpose is an expression of our ideal self and the way we wish to be. Our lives are meaningful and significant when we are aligned with our unique calling. You are formed and cherished by the Creator for doing your specific work. It's weird, I had a tickle in my throat. Your unique calling. You are formed and cherished by the Creator for doing your specific work. The purpose in your life is personal and must be developed from within you. Each new day allows you to decide how you want to express yourself in the world. If you wish to exult in the beauty of life, you need to find what's in your heart that can make the journey of your soul pleasant. Use the resources, ideas, and opportunities that come your way as guidance for pursuing possibilities. Open your heart and let it anoint you when it's deep wisdom of love. This is, okay, I'm going to stop right here. Open your heart and let it anoint you with its deep wisdom of love. I feel like you're coming out of a season of, you're in between the dark and the light, right? I feel like with the hoof in the dirt, you're stopping. I feel like you really stopped to really look at yourself and just be like, am I coming from love? Confirmation burp. Yes, you are. Burp. I feel like you are coming from love. And I feel like there is some things within us that we can reflect on to really see if we are coming from love. And I'm hearing coming from love. Coming from love. When we come from love, we integrate something so deep within us that is meant to be shared. I feel like you have something special within your heart that, for your own well-being, you choose love. You choose love because you know hanging on to resentment and some of these emotions that could be an external validation for you, because maybe you were used to external validation, but now, right now, you're in a season of really looking within you and trusting yourself and trusting your instincts. And I'm hearing self-empowerment too. I feel like with these heavy emotions that you've been feeling, you're learning to come with love for yourself. during this time. Love from yourself. I'm going to continue reading. Seek your own reason for being. As you continue the journey, obstacles might appear to divert your attention. Look for ways to face challenges with endurance. Love and faith are what will guide you. Even when you are being lured away from your chosen path, once you have found your calling, follow through patiently to experience the happiness and joy you set for yourself. Look for ways to face your challenges with endurance. Love and faith are what will guide you. I feel like you were in some turmoil recently within the past few weeks or maybe month. And this turmoil has made you want to resent, and these emotions that you have been feeling, I feel like these emotions that you've been feeling have been very resentful, and I feel like it's resentful for a reason. This resentfulness that you've been having, it has to do with external validation. So I think you're learning to really open your heart and to trust yourself and to not have resentment towards yourself. And I feel like there's also this resentment for external validation too. Maybe you're resenting the external validation, and in turn, it's been a little bit of a struggle bus when it comes to your emotions. But maybe you also have struggled a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, with resenting your truth and your true calling and your intuition. And maybe even resenting your intentions from external validation, from external things that may be resenting you. Your mantra is, I'm determined to discover and follow my life's purpose wholeheartedly. So during this time, we want to keep our heart open, right? And I feel like you have just opened this. You've come from a place of love, even with these feelings of resentment within yourself. I want to get more on this resentment within yourself. What is this resentment that we are feeling within ourselves? You're recognizing it. Oh my God, clarity. You're recognizing your resentment that you've had within yourself to really trust yourself. 3 of Pentacles, recognition. Ace of Swords, clarity. Ace of Swords has been coming out a lot. 8 of Cups, doorways. 8 could be significant. 3 8 and a 3. Ah! 8s and 3s are significant. I feel like you're recognizing the pattern. You're recognizing the resentment. You're gaining more clarity within yourself by looking within. I'm hearing offer. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to walk through a doorway. I have chills. There's this opportunity to walk through the doorway with this recognition that you have within yourself. And I feel like you might have tried to share this recognition. The world, motivation. I feel like you are moving forward with this recognition and this clarity. And with this clarity, you are going to walk through this doorway. And I feel like you have motivation within yourself. And you have trust within yourself to keep pushing through this. I cannot see for the life of me. I feel like you're approaching more on a nurturing side. You're really, ooh, I got chills. The Empress. I feel like there was a space that your head might have been in where you kind of lost balance and lost track of this nurturing side has always been within you. And I feel like you've been nurturing yourself. Maybe not nurturing others as much as you'd like to, but I feel like your intentions have been nurturing. Overall, it's helping you nurture others and also in turn nurturing yourself. It's a push and pull dynamic. I feel like you are outwardly nurturing, externally nurturing, but almost it's like we need to call back to ourselves and also nurture ourselves. I feel like you have been nurturing yourself, but we want to, things flow, things come and go, and we want to manage to keep our heart open. And I feel like we almost forgot about that. We closed off our heart a little bit and we forgot our truth. We forgot what we're here for. Maybe we also forgot that the whole point of this nurturing is to also nurture ourselves. I want to get more again on this external validation. Maybe we will switch a deck. You got the Sun card as well, happiness. I feel like with you nurturing, ooh, the Fool on the bottom. This is like a new beginning you're in of really nurturing yourself. And I feel like you really have been there for yourself. But I feel like it's like an ebb and flow and a dark and light of some of our darkest things that maybe we are scared to express. I just lost it for a second. Nurturing. I feel like you nurture yourself, you nurture the external. In turn, sometimes people don't take your nurturing very well. And sometimes that has to bring us back to nurturing ourselves. Because it's not that we gave away our nurturing, because we always have that within us to give that to ourselves. Rabbits could be significant, and squirrels. There's just something opening within you with your heart when it comes to calling back yourself to nurture yourself. Oh my gosh, I feel like this energy is kind of hard to put into words. But this nurturing that you have to offer, it can come in light and dark. With dark, there's light. With light, there's dark. It comes with both. Like there's no one or the other. Can I get some more on this external validation and this nurturing? What is this nurturing and this external validation? Oh my lordy lord. Oh my god. All right. How do these cards flipped upright? feel like this is a time for you to really tune in to you, to nurture your intuition, and to trust yourself, to really look within and trust yourself. The Magician, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. There's something that you're embarking on within your gifts, within your nurturing, the nurturing you have for yourself, the nurturing you want to bring to others. I have the chills. This Page of Cups, or Page of Pentacles, why did I say Page of Cups? This Page of Cups and Queen of Cups. There's this energy that is alternating between really stepping in your power and looking within. I feel like this might also have to do with your ego as well. You may be going through an ego death. But with this Page of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups, I don't know if you can see it. His head's up, her head's down. This light and this dark energy, you know, this light, yellow, darker. This is kind of darker. You're really weaving in between both of them. And I think the universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in, really wants you to take initiative within your craft and within your intuition and your passion. This might have to also do with your career as well. But I also feel like this energy that we're in right now, it reflects both into our daily life and to our passion. So there may be external influences that are trying to help us push to really trust ourselves. Because maybe there's some external validation that we could be looking for, but not everybody can bring light to it like how you can see it. And I feel like there's also like this Queen of Cups, I feel like it could also be confusing with the power that we may have within ourselves. Like you really taking account on what other people have to say, the external validation. Baby, you don't need to. I think it is good to listen and discern between external influences. But you're forgetting to tune in to your intuition once you have some sort of external influence play a part when you bring about this in-tune trust and intuition within yourself. It's like you keep going up with the trust and the passion and the love you have within yourself to share, and really having faith within your power and what you have to offer, and really trusting your instincts and your intuition. And then it's like an external influence comes in and you're like, darn, I'm hearing I wasn't right. Christmas could be significant. Just got a text about Christmas. But there's just this balance of between trusting yourself, not trusting yourself, trusting yourself, not trusting yourself. And I feel like this has been something that you have been working on for so freaking long. So freaking long. And you thought you got it in the bag when you really splurged it out into the world. But also, one of the things that I think you forgot was, you know who you are. You know you best. And I think it has been a struggle for you to really trust yourself through these times that you've been working through, really trusting yourself and loving yourself. But I think the universe is reminding you, this is a Wheel of Fortune, like, things are turning in your favor. The universe is really asking you to... I think it's good to hone in on this and to really look at ourselves, but not to really look at ourselves to the point where we don't even trust ourselves. That we don't even see the beauty that and the power that we hold. You know, like, whenever I see Queen of Cups, it's almost like a lack of feeling... It's like a lack of feeling of, like, she was put into this position for a reason, right? She has a throne, she has a little trophy for maybe admiration that that others have for her. But it's almost like she's not seeing the power that she has within her and how much she has to offer and what she's really doing with some of this external influences that could be coming towards her. The universe is really asking you, though, to really tune in to your intuition. And sometimes no action is enough action. No action is an action, if you really think about it. No action is sometimes the best action. Because that's still an action, you know? It's like when you're texting someone too. It's like texting someone is an action. Not texting someone is also an action. And I feel like you're just really learning to trust. Whoa. This hair is like flinging all in my face. This action of stepping into your intuition and not having action into something else that does not have to do with you necessarily. That's the best action you can do. All right. I said earlier about the ego. You've been following the signs. You've really been trusting yourself, even if it's been a rocky boat. And I feel like you've just really been checking yourself. You've been checking out your ego. And I still think there's some unraveling, there's some balancing that's happening with your ego. Also, with this balance, has to do with you being expressive. Like, look at his hat. That's so expressive. Like, when do you see a hat like that, you know? I just feel like you are very proud of yourself. I feel like you are proud for all the things that you have been working on. And I also want to say, like, this external stuff that's been kind of moving around in our lives, it's for us to really look within ourselves and how much we have to offer, and to really see how gifted we are. and how nurturing we are, no matter how the external may view it. Like I said in the beginning, light and dark, light and dark, dark and light, like they both go hand in hand. So this balance that's occurring in your life, I feel like you're on stable ground right now. And I feel like the Two of Pentacles, he's standing on flat ground. The external kind of seems like it's like in the background, right? It's like you're not taking action on trying to, you are this natural balance force in other people's external lives, but you're choosing to balance yourself first before really taking account maybe on some of the resentment that we could have been feeling for this external situations. And you're choosing to nurture yourself and to nurture your light and your dark. What else does this collective need to hear? I feel like this could be a time of you protecting your energy. Two of Swords, but it came in reverse. I feel like you're protecting your energy with this action inaction spiel, but you're finally opening up. I feel like this may be a form of protection for yourself, and I think you should stand strong in whatever is going on in your life and to really just trust yourself. You know what's best for you, not everyone else, just you. And with this opening up, is this another page? It is another page. With this opening up, I feel like you hold this power within you that you almost don't know what to do with it. But also with, oh God, like this Wheel of Fortune, it makes me think like you're still having forward momentum, forward movement. And I feel like you're just really taking accountability for what you have to offer, what you may be going through. I feel like you're just really taking accountability in your life for it being your life. You have full control of your life. You truly do. And I think you're really opening up to that perspective. You're opening up to the perspective of regaining self-trust within yourself. No matter what the external circumstances look like. Because you know God is with you, universe is with you to help guide you, and you feel guided to do something and you are trusting yourself with that. The Tower and the Six of Swords. The Tower came out in reverse though, and I just got the chills when I said that. So I almost feel like something was taken away from you. I don't mean in a literal sense. I feel like maybe in an energetic sense. And I feel like this has finally come to the horizon where you do see clearly as to what has been happening with these external influences that have been happening in your life. And there's something that is building up within you. There's something building up within you going through this. I feel like there is this, I feel like there's almost like with the Six of Swords, there's like obstacles in front of you and you can see through them. You have that gift. You have that gift to see through the obstacles, no matter how long it takes. You see through the obstacles and you are pushing forward. You keep moving forward with what is true within yourself. I have the chills again. I just really think you are building up something that was energetically taken down. You're really starting to know your worth. King of Swords. Nine of Cups. But I will want to say, I feel like you're still taking accountability for what is happening within yourself through these external things that are happening, through the stuff, the obstacles that you can see are in front of you, but you can still see ahead. We got Ace of Swords earlier from my other deck. What did I say? I feel like there's some sort of victory, gift. I feel like your spirit guides, the divine, God, whatever you believe in, is really on your side with how you are approaching this. Like, yes! Oh my gosh! This makes me like so happy with how you are handling this. It was a struggle, okay? It was a struggle, and I can feel that. But be proud of how you're handling this. Like, are you kidding? Like, are you joking? Like, you are coming in to these external things headstrong, nurturing, with clarity and recognition within yourself. And in turn, there is recognition that is to be reflected back to us to look within ourselves. But I just feel like you see so clearly, and you are being gifted for your bravery. You've been very patient. You've been very patient, very, very patient. You've had so much patience with inside yourself and external things. And this is just so exciting that you were building something for yourself. I want to say like you're building an empire within yourself to like hold you, to nurture you, to trust you. Like you're really building that through these external things that are occurring. But the catch is, are you kind of gonna shut out some of the external things that are like, you know what? No, that does not define who I am. Are you gonna take a bite of balls and be like, you know what? No, I am that girl, I am that boy, I am that man, I am that woman, and or whatever gender you are. Are you going to take it by the balls and be like, you know what? No. Like, my truth matters. What I'm going through right now matters. Ten of Wands. You've been working very hard. You've been working very hard on this, and I feel like with this comes a lot of patience and a lot of faith, a lot of self-trust. Like I was saying, like this whole reading has to do with like self-trust. You're really learning how to build up your empowerment of yourself, and to also not take account as to what external things might have to say about you, or what you're offering, or what you're doing. But again, the universe is asking you to keep having this trust and faith within yourself. Keep having it. That's the thing that is pushing you through this. And I know you can't see it. You can't freaking see it. Why is this coming in reverse? Okay. Okay. The Empress came out. So it went in reverse, and then it went up, and then it went sideways, and then it went sideways. So there is this balance that's happening with you really stepping in to your power and your truth, taking an account of what other people are saying, but take an account first of how you are truly embodying your self-worth and self-trust. Cause like the Empress, people coming at her with issues and problems. Oh, we need this. Oh, we need you to do this and this. I think this would really help. She will take account on what other people have to say, and she will listen, she will hear, she will give feedback that is suitable for them. And you're standing in that right now, quite literally. You're just really learning how to embody and take account on what you have to say, and to also what others have to say. I feel like your whole life you might have had always taken account on what other people have to say, but never really have tuned into yourself. You're really, this back and forth, this, in reverse, sideways, up. You're really taking account on what you have to say, on what you are learning through within yourself, and really trusting within yourself. Like, this all has to do with the trust within yourself and really embodying that. Because if you're really in this position, because this is where you are, if you're in this position, would you really bend and fold to what other people have to say just for their satisfaction? Just for their satisfaction because of how they're feeling? No. You're still going to do what you need to do to help the community, help the people around you. Also, that has the best interest in others and the best interest within yourself. If somebody comes up to you with something that might need to change, but it's a drastic change, and it might cause a lot of problems, but there's a lot of good things that come with it. Instead, think of your own way to really navigate that, to make it a balance. To really make it a balance that can benefit you and everyone else. That's what you're stepping into. That's what you're in right now. You're learning how to balance that. Oh my God, I love this reading. Ace of Cups. The work you are doing is not getting unnoticed. I hope you know that. Oh my gosh! Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. You are so in tune. You're just so in tune. And I feel like you doubt that. Don't doubt that. Please don't. Because the universe is working in your favor. The Moon. The universe is really working with you with both sides, you know? With both sides. Both sides of the spectrum of this external and your truth. You're really breaking out and building this. You're like, this was in reverse. You are building this part of you that has been knocked down for too long. I'd want to say like your whole life. Because of you taking account on how other people may be feeling, which that is not a bad thing. That is a very great thing to have. And our whole point is not to diminish that, okay? We're not diminishing that. We're balancing that, okay? But your intuition is right. I feel like you've been doubting it. Your intuition is right. The universe and the divine God, whatever you believe in, is really working on your side and really guiding you to build this empire within you. Because you are that girl. You know what she had to go through to get into this position? A lot of self-trust. A lot. She had to go through a lot of self-trust, a lot of self-worth battles, a lot of love for herself, and also love with others, and also a lot of entanglement of the emotions that we may be having towards these external things. Just know you are in the right direction. Hermit in reverse. I feel like you may be in hermit mode right now. And you may feel... I feel like you found your light within this patience that you've been having for yourself, and you will get justice. You will get justice for what you were trying to embark within yourself that could be affecting external influences. You've taken a lot, okay? And it's time for you to be rewarded. You're going in the right direction. Your hand is on the wand, okay? You're being gifted your wand again, your truth, your inner wisdom, your intuition. It's being given back to you. All those years that it hasn't been given back to you, now is your time to rebuild it. You are rebuilding it right now. Is there anything else this collective needs to hear? I feel like you've been really learning how to take account on your emotions, but not moving through your emotions. I feel like some people may not be ready for what is meant for you. Other people may not be ready for what is meant for you. And that's not for you to fix. That is not your business to fix how they feel, you know? Like, that's not your job. Your job is to look deep within, to feel the emotions that you're feeling about what you are building right now. And to also just not worry about how other people You don't need to worry about how other people are taking it, because that's up to the divine. That's up to God. That's up to the universe. You know? I think it's very powerful of you to be expressive of your emotions with that. I feel like I'm getting two opposing energies. Oh my god, this lighting's really shifted since the beginning of this video. Oh, I just realized his foot is kind of in the water. I don't know if you can see it. His foot's in the water. It's like he's still there. He's taking account on his emotions, like you. But you're not moving through. You're moving through the water. Look at this platform. You're moving through the water, but you're on your platform. You're not diving into the emotions itself. And maybe that's what other people have to learn in this instance. This Four of Cups, man, makes me feel stuck. I feel like... Same with this Five of Cups, too. Like, this opposing energy. I feel like some people may be disappointed. Within what you're creating for yourself. But guess what? This has been taken from you. I shouldn't say taken. It wasn't actually taken. But through the circumstances that you have lived through your life, it has felt like it has been taken. Like you are not able to give energy to that part of yourself. The universe is giving you the okay to step into that. We're going to do an oracle. What is the last thing that this collective needs to hear? I keep forgetting that I pulled justice. I feel like justice will be served for you. It is working out for you, even if it may not seem like it. Even if it may seem like, I feel like these are like external influences. Even if it may not seem like it, you are getting justice. You are getting the capability and the ability and the chance. This cannot pass you by the way. You are getting a chance to rebuild yourself. To rebuild your truth. This is so, oh my God. You've been waiting for this for so freaking long. So long. I feel like this is like a reoccurring energy too that might have been around for like years. And it's been accumulating over time. But you had to go through some things first before doing that. So the first card you have, or oracle card, is grateful for life. Be thankful for your gifts. Oh my God, this is making me so happy. Like, this is making me so happy. It makes me want to like clench too at the same time. So maybe you felt like you were wrong, but there is no right or wrong, you know? But like, you felt like your inner truth isn't truth. Like, girl, come on. Come on. Grateful for life. Be thankful for your gifts. Life is an ever-flowing sacred river that can make our hearts spill over with wonder. We learn to flow with it by drawing on our capabilities in much the same way as we learn to do our daily tasks. Nothing can bring us happiness until we choose to exult in the beauty of life. If we see our daily work as manifestation of our life, we find countless ways to make it enjoyable. We become creative by having fun and constantly experiencing something new. There are so many miracles floating in the air that you can see if you look deeper below the surface. Your physical body and your life itself are incredible gifts that have been given to you. Your physical body and your life itself are incredible gifts that have been given to you. You needed to hear that. Did you hear that, B? My power went out this morning because they were doing some work. I feel like it's significant what I'm saying next too. Instead of complaining about not having enough time, money, health, or love, reflect upon your present blessings, of which you have plenty. Open your arms wide to the beauty that is already happening all around you. Be thankful for what you have, whether it is positive or negative. If it is positive, appreciate that it is a blessing. And if it's negative, take it as an experience that challenges you to improve. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been doing. Oh my gosh. Because with the light, there's dark. With the dark, there's light. There's always light. There's always dark. Okay. When you stay aware and look for opportunities to succeed, you'll be able to meet your challenges as they come. Having gratitude for life can help you feel more positive emotions, relish good experience, improve your health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. Living thankfully creates an energy that beckons and draws blessings into your life. The aim of being grateful is not simply to utter words, but rather than to live in this awareness at all times. Instead of grieving for the things you have lost, use your unique create power and learn how to develop and nurture it. Yes! Yes! You're really learning how to develop, like I said, with the tower. You're really learning how to build this up. Okay, your mantra. I am blessed and grateful for all that I have and all that I am. Period. Okay, next one. Manage your time, which I feel like you've already been doing. Value your most precious asset. The major difference between a successful person and someone who is inefficient with their tasks is closely related to how they use their time. Time is one asset we all have in common, and wasting it is a very costly expense. Ugh. That was like a forced burp. I'm hungry. I burp when I'm hungry. By keeping ourselves too busy with taking care of daily problems that are right in front of us, we can easily neglect the matters that could bring more love and joy in the long run. The feeling of having too many demands and not enough time could indicate that you might not be using your imagination and insight to take control of your time. You will not make your best choices if you do not stay aware of selecting what has more value. Being busy working is not a virtue. Set some goals and seek clarity on how you can live a quality life. Then decide what objectives are most important for you to achieve. Once you are clear about your priorities and goals, use them as the basis for choosing your commitments. Plan wisely to accomplish your vital goals first and let go of what is not so important in your life. Concentrate mainly on the activities that are less stressful and can lead to greater accomplishments. Being at peace is helpful. Being at peace is helpful for making wiser choices. Period. What is going on? You're releasing stress. You're releasing stress. You're choosing your peace. Oh my gosh, this is what you're building. You're choosing your peace. Your best decision is to be involved with what matters you true joy and peace of mind. Choose to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Motivate yourself regularly and be more intentional about your commitments. The most effective way to use your time is to spend it experiencing and sharing love, joy, and creative endeavors. Your mantra. I'm not wasting my time and attention on what has no positive impact on my life. Period. You know what? I honestly don't necessarily agree with this mantra. With the, I am not wasting my time and attention on what has no positive impact on my life. Well, I guess I feel like there is always a positive impact to things that we go through. But I see what it's saying. You can choose what has, you know, like you have that choice to choose what is serving you right now and what is not. And I feel like right now you're in a time of what is serving your peace? What is serving you? How are you serving you? I feel like that's the end of the message. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want any more readings, channel messages, you can come on back. This lighting though. Okay, if you need any more readings, any channel messages, anything, come back. You can also follow me on TikTok. I believe it's Alicia, Alicia 99. Alicia 99. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. And I hope you have a beautiful day. You got this. Mwah.